It's 30,000 years ago. There are no houses, no locked doors, no warm beds, no electric lights. And when the sun disappears, the darkness belongs to predators. A small fire is the only thing separating your group from the freezing night. So how did humans survive for thousands of years without the houses we consider essential today? The answer reveals just how adaptable humans really were. For most of human history, home didn't mean a permanent building. Humans followed food, water, animals, and changing seasons. A cave could be home today, a temporary shelter could be home tomorrow, and a forest could become home the next day. They didn't need to carry furniture. They carried something far more valuable: survival knowledge. They knew where to find water, which plants were safe, where animals traveled, and which areas were dangerous. Before humans built complicated shelters, nature provided many of the basics. Rock overhangs protected people from rain. Caves blocked wind. Dense vegetation provided cover. Trees offered shade. The environment itself became their first form of architecture. But there was one serious problem: predators. Once darkness arrived, humans became vulnerable. Lions, hyenas, wolves, and other predators could be nearby. Humans didn't have sharp claws or powerful jaws to defend themselves. Then came one of humanity's greatest survival tools: fire. Fire provided warmth. It provided light. It allowed humans to cook food, and its presence could help deter some animals. For the first time, darkness didn't completely control the night, but another enemy remained: the weather. Imagine trying to survive a freezing night without a modern jacket or heating. There was no thermostat, no insulation, no waterproof tent from a store. Humans had to use whatever nature provided. Branches became frames, leaves became coverings, grass became insulation, animal hides became protection. Mud and stones could help block wind and rain. These weren't modern houses, but they didn't need to be. They only needed to keep humans alive. Humans weren't the strongest animals. They weren't the fastest. They didn't have claws. They didn't have thick fur like many mammals. So why didn't predators eliminate us? Because humans had something extremely powerful: cooperation. One person could gather firewood. Another could search for food. Someone could watch for danger. Others could care for children. The group could share knowledge and resources. Our greatest survival advantage wasn't physical strength. It was our ability to work together. Humans discovered another way to survive harsh environments. Instead of relying completely on the environment, they could protect their own bodies. Animal skins and furs could provide insulation. Foot coverings protected against rough terrain. Layers helped retain body heat. In a strange way, clothing became a kind of portable shelter. You didn't have to stay inside a building to stay protected. You could carry your protection with you. Eventually, humans became better at creating their own shelters. They used wood, bones, animal hides, grass, stones, mud. Some shelters were extremely simple. Others were surprisingly sophisticated for their time. This marked an important change. Humans were no longer simply finding places that protected them. They were creating places that protected them, because sometimes moving was more useful than staying. If the animals moved, humans followed. If food became scarce, they moved. If water disappeared, they moved. If the seasons changed, they adapted. For mobile hunter-gatherer groups, a permanent house could become a burden. Their greatest possession wasn't a building. It was the ability to survive in different environments. Think about what ancient humans didn't have: no supermarkets, no hospitals, no central heating, no modern clothing, no emergency services, no concrete apartments. Yet humans survived generation after generation. They watched the world. They experimented. They learned from mistakes. They remembered what worked. And most importantly, they taught the next generation. Survival knowledge became something humans could pass down. So when you step inside your house today, close the door, turn on the lights, feel the warmth, remember something surprising. For most of human history, people didn't have this luxury. They survived by turning caves into shelters, fire into protection, clothing into insulation, and cooperation into survival. Ancient humans didn't survive because the world was safe. They survived because they learned how to make an unsafe world livable. And that ability may have been humanity's greatest survival tool of all.